Hello, everybody. Welcome to the AEW Revolution Predictions stream. Revolution is Sunday night. I'm joined here with Brayden's Wrestling Opinions. Brayden, thank you for coming on tonight.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me, the Ring Review. Thank you all for watching this stream. If you're watching the rerun or if you're watching it live, thank you, thank you. And I'm kind of excited for this show.
This show does look really solid, honestly, so I'm excited to
Yeah,
see what
definitely.
happens, if there's any big moments.
Oh yeah, definitely compared to like past AEW shows where I've been just like, all right, it's just another show. This
hmm
one has more storylines building up to the matches, and so I'm way more excited for this than I've been for an AEW pay per view in a while.
Agreed, yeah. So let's get right into it. AEW championship match, triple threat. Samoa Joe, who's the current champion, versus Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page. Who you got?
I personally have to go with Swerve. I feel like he is the hottest thing going in AEW. I feel like I know that he is the hottest thing going in AEW. I mean, it's like a known fact. And Samoa Joe is champion. Right now, AEW needs somebody to save them because AEW viewership is at an all time low. The really the shows aren't as good as it used to be. So they need somebody at the top that's going to be able to carry. And I'm not saying Samoa Joe is not worthy of that. I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan. But now that he's getting up there in age, he doesn't have as much hype as Swerve does. And I think Hangman could do the job as well. But Swerve, it's Swerve's time. Swerve's time is now. He's so hot with the fans. Just give it to him while he's hot.
Agreed. But one thing I want to say is this is one of the more unpredictable AEW championship matches I have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Three guys who could easily win it. Swerve is so over. Joe's champion, and Hangman has been champion, but I'm going with Joe on this one, and I literally could not tell you a reason why.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was like almost 50-50 with those two. I don't think it's going to be Hangman. Hangman doesn't need it, and they don't need Hangman. So nothing really leads to Hangman. But I understand why you would pick Joe because this would, if he loses it now, it would be a very short title reign. But I don't know. I'm gonna personally go with Swerve, and I'm kind of excited for that match. I think it could be a very good in ring match.
Should be a pretty good one, but now we move on to Women's World Championship. Timeless Tony Storm, your current champion, taking on Deonna Purrazzo, a pretty much newer AEW signing. Who you got?
Hey, I props to AEW because I'm not gonna lie, the women's AEW roster has been absolutely trash for the past year. I mean, we have not every match that we've seen from them has not had a great build up, in my opinion, in the past year. And this has probably been one of the best women's build ups that AEW has ever produced. If I'm being honest, when it comes to funny skits, their little promos that they had, it was all very entertaining. And I hate on Tony Storm all the time. Props to Tony Storm. She is very talented. I'm still not the biggest fan of her, but props to her for really having this feud going. And I'm just happy that Deonna Purrazzo is there. Deonna Purrazzo is extremely talented. But I am going to go with Tony Storm.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Tony Storm. I don't think they'll pull the trigger. If Tony Storm is like so over right now, I just don't see that happening. Um, Next up, we're gonna go ahead and go to the Continental Crown Championship match between Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston. For this match, I think Kingston's gonna retain, but I could really see it going either way. What about you?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston. I feel like they want to give him this long title reign. And Brian Danielson doesn't need it right now. Brian Danielson is getting up there in age, so I put the younger guy over and give it to Eddie Kingston.
Yep, let's agree with you there. Next we get into one of the, well, I shouldn't say one of the worst stories in AEW history, but one of member of one of the worst factions in AEW history, in my opinion. We're gonna get into Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong. The Undisputed Kingdom has been horrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's been very lackluster. I will say that.
Um, See, I think uh, again, this is one I could see going either way. I think Orange Cassidy will retain. What about
My,
you?
I chose Orange Cassidy as well. But back to the Undisputed Kingdom, I think the problem is you can't have this big, fierce leader when you start off your faction. You want to be looking dominant. You can't have your leader not even be able to stand up on his own 2 feet. That makes no sense. He's supposed to be this big old strong guy that
Yeah,
can, you guys, not big old strong, but a fully healthy person that looks dominant, somebody that can't even stand up. They have to sit here in a wheelchair or with crutches or whatever. That that's not gonna work out. And I don't know. I just feel like AEW has just trashed it. There's a lot of I don't blame the talent at all, and definitely not Roger Strong. Roger Strong, love Roger Strong. He's very good, but like just overall, they've been very slack of how they have booked it. I think they booked it horribly, and I'm gonna go with Orange Cassidy.
yep. Next up, we go into one of the newer AEW signings, that being Will Ospreay, who's taking on Kanos. Oh, I never can say his name right. Kanos. Oh, Takesha. He's taking on Takesha.
Takeshi, yeah.
I don't think Will is gonna lose his first match back. Honestly.
No, it's not possible for him to lose this. Yeah, this one is just that it's not even. It's almost 100% that Will Ospreay's winning this. I mean, this is one of the biggest signings. Will Ospreay, we all wanted him to go to AEW. I mean, to WWE, and AEW ended up getting it, getting him. Props to them for winning the bidding war, I guess you could say. Or I think that's really just where he wanted to go because of Kenny Omega and the Bucks and how he knows them. But there's no way. It's not possible.
Yeah. Next we have for the TNT Championship. I don't know why I didn't get any of my figures ready before this. But we have Christian Cage taking on Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia is not taking this one. I'm gonna be honest. Christian Cage is winning.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Christian Cage as well. I don't see Daniel Garcia really ever. I'm not trying to hate on him just because I don't like him, but he's just not a type of guy I'm going to ever see holding any kind of title in AEW just because he doesn't have that aura to him, to me. I mean, people might like when he does all that weird stuff. I don't find that amusing. I'm just not the biggest fan of Daniel Garcia. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with Christian Cage.
Okay, next we get into the All Star Scramble match, which was supposed to be the Meat Madness match. Okay, Tony Khan. But this match will be featuring
Cowboy.
um, this match will be featuring Chris Jericho, Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, Wardlow, Hook, Brian Cage, and the winner of Magnus versus Matt Sydal, and the winner of Penta versus Dante Martin versus Brian Keith. What do you think will happen in this match?
I don't really. I mean, I don't. I hate when they do these all-star scramble. I mean, it's just so random. There's no build-ups for them. It's so thrown. It's like late. I see it as like lazy booking. Lazy booking. Oh, I don't know what to do with this, so let's just throw. All right, you can go in there. We'll put you in the match. We'll put you in the match, and we'll put you in. It's lazy booking. It's all trash. I don't really care who wins, honestly, but I guess I'm gonna go with Wardlow because I guess they kind of want to make
Yeah.
the undisputed kingdom look good, so might as well let Wardlow take the win, I guess.
I agree with Wardlow on you with that one. But real quick, speaking of trash, Jericho can just.
Nah, ain't no way.
Um, Next up, we have a tag team match. It is the Blackpool Combat Club, that being John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli taking on FTR. I have Blackpool Combat Club winning this one because I know FTR, or one of the members, has gotten in some sort of legal trouble or something. So, yeah.
I went with FTR, but you're probably right. It's just I love FTR personally. I'm a big fan of mine. And Blackpool Combat Club, whatever. I don't know. Please just split them up. I don't like Blackpool Combat Club. I liked Wheeler Yuta. I like Claudio Castagnoli. I like John Moxley. But when you throw them together as these just weirdos that like to come out and make people bleed, I don't find it interesting. I think it is one of the worst factions ideas that I've ever seen. It is just not good at all. And so I'm just going to go with FTR just because I don't like Blackpool Combat Club.
That is completely fair, yeah. Now we get into our main event of the weekend, or the night. Um, I think it better be the main event. It is a tornado tag team match. The legend Sting in his final match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, the winners have to be the Young Bucks because the winner gets the tag title, so it can't be his last match if he if he wins, unless if they like go and relinquish it and have a tournament for and all that stupid stuff. I mean, yeah, Tony Khan might would book that, but I guess it's got to be the Young Bucks. I mean, I really wish that it could be somebody else for him to go against in his retirement match. We know that people have every wrestler that gets up in age has gone against somebody that has had a like a I guess you could say a part in his career that he's feuded with. Sting has nothing to do with the Young Bucks. It doesn't make sense why they would have the retirement match with him. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who else they could have went with. Maybe somebody, Jeff Jarrett, something that makes a little more sense. But I mean, I'm there for it. I love Sting. Sting is very talented. It's time for him to retire. I hate to say it. I'm kind of glad he's retiring because he's I don't want him to get hurt out in the ring because once you get old, you get fragile, and then you higher risk of injury. And he can't go in the ring anymore like he used to. And he just does all these risks and these high flying moves. Sometimes we'll jump off a barrel onto a bunch of people, and that's too dangerous for a guy of his age, in my opinion. I don't think he should be having to do all that dirty work. But yeah, the match itself may not be I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, really, because Darby Allin is one of my favorites. He can really go in the ring. I like him. But my prediction will have to be the Young Bucks, just because it won't make sense if they don't win.
See, I think it 100,000% should have been Sting versus Darby Allin. You'd find a way to get through it. But yeah, in the end, it's got to be the Young Bucks. But I obviously probably at the end of the match, end of the night, Sting will get a standing ovation, everything like that for
Yeah,
Sting's
hopefully have
last
like Ric
match.
Flair come out, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's all they've announced so far. But we know how Tony Khan is, so we'll probably have 5 matches by tomorrow night. But
God.
I mean, I guess while we're on stream, we can just show something off I've been working on.
Oh, all right.
WrestleMania 40 stage. I thinking about fixing this up because, yeah, obviously a little step, which isn't really right, but yeah.
Dang, that's pretty nice though.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I like it.
Thank you. I'm trying to. I just thought since it was for WrestleMania's coming up, we could do a WrestleMania stage and have that up for a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely have our WrestleMania predictions out there. So
for sure,
y'all,
for
y'all
sure.
stay tuned in for that.
And I guess while we're on here again, you saw Sean Spears in NXT.
That was huge. When he took his hood off, he kind of looked different than what he did. I'm like, wait, who is that?
right? Yeah. I like that he kept the same gimmick from AEW though.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah. Well, I
No,
got to say that. I was a big fan of the Perfect 10. I actually did like it. I know it was supposed to be goofy and stuff, but I always thought he was very talented, even when he was the Perfect 10. He did a great job with what he was provided with in that goofy gimmick.
for sure, for sure.
But yeah, oh God, why Ridge Holland of all people? I mean, it makes sense because of all the skits, but Lord, I don't like Ridge Holland. I mean,
Well,
before the end of
that's
Sean Spears
reasonable.
return, he might end up being injured.
Yeah.
Rich Holland might end up dropping him. He might even mess up a German suplex. Just an
See,
injury.
the first, I want to say like the first two times he injured someone, I was like, oh, okay, it happens. But it's
Yeah,
been like three, four times. Like that's a little
and he's not that far in his career. Like you
no,
barely have any experience, and you've already injured this many people and this many stars. You've basically almost ended Big E's career. We don't even know if he's going to ever return to
almost
wrestling.
you could have, you almost ended Biggie's life. Like
Yeah, for real. Like that is a serious injury. Like you can't be. I can't stand Rich Holland, bro. I just get rid of him, bro. Go
he can go in the trash with Jericho.
and don't even go to the Indies. I don't want him injuring the people on the Indies either. Go. I don't know. Go to slap boxing.
Right? Yeah, we got, or we could trash can full of guys.
All right, where's
Well,
Corbin at?
get Corbin out here too, Vince,
You got to get Corbin. All right, where's Rick Boogs?
Rick Boogs.
Yeah, man, there's so many people you could put out. In my opinion, when put Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston's pretty
Yeah,
mid. You could put Edge's current run right now in there too, because
correct.
that is
Don't
rough.
about put Tony Khan in there. You could put the Meat Madness match in there.
No, because I saw a clip today, and it was from that like the AEW did like the backstage like kind of reality show thingy, All Access, and it was a clip of Sammy Guevara being like, you know, the crowd is like so, you know, hating on me right now, which is like obviously the character.
Yeah,
So do something with me, put me in a singles match. And he was like, so I was thinking you could get into the Chris Jericho feud, and you guys can tag together. And he's like, well, yeah, that'll work, but I just thought it'd be good, to have me as a singles star. We could do something with me because I'm so over. And then Guevara was like, even do something with Daniel Garcia because he's over. And Tony Khan goes, oh, we could do it a trios with you, Chris, and Danny. It was like, oh my god.
God, bro, his logic, I don't. Gosh, man. Yeah, just sell the whole company.
Yeah, for real.
I've put so much. Just making AEW makes me mad because there's so much talent just sitting there and just getting wasted. Like they're just slowly aging every day. They're just
Yep.
slowly aging, like these young stars slowly aging. Julia Hart. I feel like if she was in an NXT system, which she is doing well, if she was in an NXT type system, I mean,
Well,
sky's the limit. Sky is the limit for her. There's just so many people that are slowly. Kenny Omega, even. I want Kenny Omega in WWE. Hangman Adam Page is a guy that's getting older and really just not doing anything, I guess, relevant. I guess you
yeah,
could. But yeah,
like all these guys are doing absolutely nothing. The lighting sucks right now, but
yeah. Miro, definitely. I was always a fan of
yeah,
Rusev. I love Rusev.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you remember the League of Nations? You might not remember it. A lot of people don't remember them.
Oh, it was Sheamus, Rusev, Alberto Del Rio, and Rusev, right?
Yep, yep. And was Wade Barrett? I think Wade Barrett was
Oh, it was Wade Barrett. Maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't Del Rio then, right?
he was in there too. I think.
Because I remember specifically it being four guys. It was
Yep.
definitely Miro, Barrett, Sheamus.
And
Oh,
Alpha.
and then Del Rio.
Yep.
Huh.
And they were heels. I personally, and they didn't really have that many great matches or anything like that. But I feel like their promos and just their aura, their kind of heel aura, was so great. They were hated by everybody, including me at the time. Now I go back and look at it, I'm like, dang, man, I kind of want that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rusev, he was very good. He's
He
an
was good. Yeah.
underrated guy. His entire resume is actually underrated. Nobody realizes how much he
Really.
actually did.
He was so over in like 2018. The Rusev chants were.
Yes, Rusev Day and all that, and then he's going
Yeah.
against John Cena. Like not everybody gets to go against John Cena, so
Yeah.
clearly they saw something in him. And then he goes to AEW, and I don't even know what they're trying to do with him.
It's
It's
it's the Tony Khan effect. Really.
for real, really. Edge has the Tony Khan effect. I mean, everybody's getting it.
Hmm. All right. Well, thank you for joining me here tonight. I know it was shorter stream than we normally do, but
Oh yeah, definitely,
it was a
definitely.
good
But
one.
I thank you
Well,
for tuning in.
for sure. Thank you for coming on tonight. I appreciate it. Sorry it was a little late.
No
Um,
problem, man. No problem.
but we'll go ahead and get Mania predictions out sometime. Maybe either the SmackDown before, probably SmackDown before.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to Raw on the 25th though, so I'm excited about that one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm going somewhere coming soon. Don't ask me when, but somewhere,
So
somewhere coming up.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a. I don't remember. I think it's a rock.
Awesome. Yeah, I hope Punk's there.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. That would be cool.
All right. Well, again, thank you again, and
Of course.
I hope you have a great weekend. And thank you everybody for joining in the stream. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you, Brayden. All right, we're ending now.